Yo, yo, yo. It's Mark's Tarot. Yes, I know. Thank you. At least they give me a notification. I've been on here forever. Yeah, right. Welcome, everybody. Don't be afraid. I'm here. You can talk. If you want a message, let me know. I'm doing free messages and answering questions. PayPal, $10. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Okay. It's not. Whatever you're doing ain't gonna work. Cafe train. Sucks. Let's see. See. Try. Try what you want. Check that out. Oh shit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Hey Ocean. What you doing on YouTube so early? I don't really come on YouTube this late. It's 9:00 my time. I wanted to come on here because I've had some people come on here that I haven't seen in such a long time, and I told them I was going to come on here. So yeah, I'm in the future. Yeah, all was good with me. I've been working all day today, doing some painting and stuff. Uh, Been in the pool about an hour ago. Had dinner with my parents, and now I'm just home and trying to sort out everything. And I said, let me come online and see what's up, talk to everyone, see how everybody's doing. I haven't been on YouTube this hour forever, so I usually come on during the day for YouTube, but I said, well, I'll come on here because everybody asks me to come on here. So I'm like, all right, I'll come over here for a bit, see how it goes, and then I've only been here for 10 minutes. So hope you're doing good as well. Hope all is good in your world. Yeah, I just went to my parents' house about 3 hours ago to have dinner there. My mom made some tuna pasta, so I went there and had some with her and my dad. My dad don't really eat tuna pasta, but uh, he ate. I can't even remember what he ate. I think he ate a sandwich or something. I have no idea. No, tuna out of the can, and then we just add it to the pasta and mayo, mustard, and olives, and we just it's like a cold salad. Obviously, we boil the pasta first, let it cool down, then we add tuna to it, olives, mayo, a little bit of pepper, some mustard, and swish it all around. I eat tuna anyway. I eat it. The only way I don't eat it is raw and sashimi or whatever the heck that shit is. I don't eat that shit. But I'll eat tuna out of the can, make sandwiches, pasta, whatever with it. I can eat grilled tuna, barbecue tuna, pan fried tuna, deep fried tuna nuggets. I do it all. Yeah, tuna is very good for you. It's actually a good source of protein, uh, iron. It's got a lot in there. It's good. Yeah. It's all right. I know what you meant. It's all good. Yeah, so I eat tuna at least once a week, twice a week. All depends. I eat fish at least 3 times a week. You wanna message Ocean? Sure. All right, today I'm going to use the Enchanted Map Deck that I haven't used in a long time. All right. I haven't used this deck forever. So I was like, let me use it today. Now, this is a cool deck because it's got upright and reversals. And this is the very first card. Okay, let me see. This is all right. All right, your card is the Bone Collector, and it's number 1, but it came out reversed. And let's see what the meaning is. It says you are whole and have everything you need within you. Now the reverse meaning is the past has always had a way of repeating itself when you haven't learned. Moon baby, yes, the link to my PayPal is in my about section underneath here. It's got all my links there. But it's Marky Mark's Tarot, PayPal.me. But it's in the link is there. All you got to do is click it. Okay. All right. So the reverse meaning is the past has a way of repeating itself when it hasn't learned the lesson inherent in the original situation. You're faced with this now. The Bone Collector is here to challenge you to see yourself as a whole being and not the one who is perpetrating, trying to heal an old wound. You'll repeat the past if you don't reclaim the things you believed were lost. No problem. Yeah, the information you seek lies in your history. Familiarity is, in this case, isn't. Let me read that again. Familiarity in this case isn't the invitation to dance the old dance once again. Instead, it's a call to retreat and choose differently. The Bone Collector has a message. If you do what you did, you'll get what you got. Her warning is delivered with kindness, and she has deep love and respect for you, and she'll protect you. So it's not a bad card. It's just telling you get rid of your past stuff so that way you can continue to move on. All right? And reclaim the things that you believe were lost. So there you go. And it's the very first card in the deck. But one thing I like about these cards, they have upright and reverse meanings. So that's pretty cool. I like that. That's a cool message. Yeah, I think we all have past issues at some point, that we have to deal with. I think everybody dwells on the past or dreams of the past. Or I know I do. I dream of the past a lot. I don't dwell on the past as much as I used to. But I usually see people in my dreams from the past. Like the other day, I had a dream. I think it was 3 nights ago. I had a dream of my old boss, and I was driving a brand new truck. Like the truck that he had at the time was brand new, and I was driving it. And then he was on the side, and he was showing me something new that he had got, because he was always buying new things, So it was weird though, because every time I always have dreams that I'm driving a vehicle, like a truck, a car, bike. Like my dreams are always having to do with driving. I don't drive for a living, It's not like I'm a trucker or delivery person, but I constantly dream of driving something. So I was driving down like this grass hill, and I was coming down like this, and I could feel myself in the truck, and I'm looking in the grass. And I parked it. I got out and I saw my old boss, and he was telling me, "Oh, I got this and I got that." And I don't even speak to him no more. So you're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. So it was kind of weird. I have stupid, weird dreams anyway, but it is what it is. It's actually weird. Yeah, it's interesting but weird at the same time. But I always drive something in my dreams. And it drives me crazy. So yeah, and it was like a brand new white truck, and I can see the truck very, very clear in the dream, very vivid. And I'm coming off this grass hill, and I'm just like driving the truck, and I can feel like the actual truck, the vibration and the feeling. It was weird. It was very weird, but it didn't have any meaning to the dream, because I didn't really do anything but drive the truck and get out and see my boss, and that was my old boss, and that was it. So I always dream about past people, but that's about it. That's the only past things that I deal with. I see a lot of people from my past in my travels. yesterday when I went to the grocery store. I saw a guy I used to work with 15 years ago. So it's kind of weird. He saw me. I haven't seen him forever, and it's probably been at least 6, 7 years since I've seen him. And I saw him at the grocery store. I was like, look at this. I haven't seen this guy forever. So we talked for about a good 10 minutes about work and about life. Hey, Sonny, how are you? Oh, okay. Oh, that's good to know. Feelings of control. You both looked it up at the same time. See, or you both had it. I don't really look into my dreams a lot, but that's what I do a lot. I always drive in my dreams, which is weird. I've heard driving signifies your strong urge to take control of your life, basically taking the wheel and being in control. Yeah, feeling in control of a situation. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I've been telling everybody, obviously I don't do this for a living, but this is like my my other job. So my real job is I have my own maintenance business and electrical and stuff like that. I do renovations, and I did a huge renovation. I started last year, September 13th, and I finished last month on July like 13th. So I've been pretty much, um, had to control that whole job and control the whole situation. And I've been working nonstop for the past 9 months. So I finally got my life back because I don't have that renovation to do anymore. I don't have that big project anymore. I was trying not to take on big projects, but I have the big project. I don't have any other big project anymore. So I have like little projects now. Like today, I've been painting a living room and a house. So, doing little things here and there. I'm going back to my daily, weekly routine of doing a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit here, a little bit there. And that's why I've been more active on YouTube and on Instagram, because I finally feel, less tired to come on and actually do readings and help people and stuff like that. So it makes sense. I have been taking control of the wheel and being in control. I'm controlling my own life now. I've got away from, the big projects finished, and now I control what I do now. I'm going to do a little bit of work today. I'm going to go online later. Before I wasn't coming online because I was too tired. And I didn't want to give everybody a shitty reading or a shitty card or, come on here real tired and stuff. So it's good to have my life back. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes I get a lot of work. Sometimes I get steady work, and sometimes I don't have nothing to do where I just focus on myself or my psychic world. So, I mean, I've been doing this forever, but, I don't do it for a living like most people do. So I respect the people who do it for a living. Some people want me to do it for a living, but I don't feel like I should. Not yet. I'm too young for that stuff. I still want to work with my hands, do electrical. My passion is electrical and fixing things and doing maintenance. That's my real passion in life. I couldn't imagine sitting on my ass in a chair all day reading people's lives. I'd kind of get annoyed with a lot of people, but I love doing it. I think eventually I will do it. Eventually I'll get there. I'll probably do it full time eventually. But thanks for the information, Sonny and Ocean. Appreciate it. I'm not much of a dream, person. I dream a lot, but I don't really look into my dreams like that. And another weird thing happened to me today. I was outside, and I had opened up this French door so I can let like the paint smell leave the actual living room, right? So then I left, I came outside. And as I'm walking towards the French door on the outside, right? Because it's got like a screen door there. So I put the screen there. When I came outside to go get a bottle of water at around the corner, there was a feather, a white feather, and it just went like this. And it just went all the way down like in a diagonal thing, and it went right on the ground, right in front of me. And I literally stopped and watched the white feather. It was like a tiny feather, probably about the size of my finger. And I thought that was the weirdest thing ever because I've been seeing a lot of feathers lately, gray, white, and there's not really no white birds around here with white feathers. We don't really have like that around here. Here we have like kiskadee that are brown and yellow. We have red birds, blue birds, sparrows, catbirds, which are gray. Like we don't really have any white birds flying around here. So I kind of found that kind of weird. But that's also a good omen too, apparently. So I found it weird. Like it just came out of nowhere and just went right in front of me as if to say, "Hey, I'm here." So I've been having some unusual signs happening. Now I always see numbers. That's never gonna end. I've been seeing numbers for years and years and years and years. I'll go look at my phone and see 444, 1111. Right now, I just looked up and it said 922. You know, I have a lot of number sequences. That's never going to end. I think that's always a good sign to see the number sequences. But the feather thing today was weird too. How it just came right in front of me like that. And last week, I would go inside the pool and there'll be like a gray and white feather in there, a little tiny one. And I'm like, that's weird. My nephew was like, "Hey, Uncle Mark, look, there's a feather in the pool. We've had the pool for a while now. We never seen no feathers in here. There's always like some bugs or something or leaves." So, it's all good omens. Obviously, we're all signs of spirit that they got your back. Obviously, I'm a firm believer and 100% believer that spirit has our back in every way possible, and they do a lot for us behind the scenes because there's a lot of things that we need from them, and fortunately, they give it to us when we're locked in. And maybe that's why I'm getting those dreams with the truck, the car, bikes, driving. Because I hardly ever drive. I only drive to go to get materials or go to the store. I'm usually in one place all day working. So the driving is very limited for me. Unless like I'm doing a lot of errands and stuff. But yeah, it all makes sense. That's for sure. Sonny, would you like a card? If you're still here, I'm using my enchanted map deck. It's Oracle cards. It's actually, the messages are upright and reversed. And if anybody else wants a card, let me know. Yeah, it's nice and quiet. I like it like that. I'm not really a person who likes a busy room. People can be annoying at times. When I first started this channel 4 years ago, I think. I can't remember. But when I started, after a while, I got super busy and I had a lot of people in here. Not a lot, but I had a good amount. And there was times in here where it was hectic. And I did a lot of free stuff, which I don't mind. I saw you online today earlier, but I couldn't come in. As soon as I went online, I saw you working. Saw you online. And I was like, "Oh, there's Sonny is right here." And I was like, "Oh, well," I said, "I can't even go because I got a phone call from my dad." And I was like, "Oh, I was going to go say hi, but I'll say hi next time." Then when I went back, you were gone. All right. Okay, your card is number 49, and you were wearing something like this when I came in your room. You're wearing like this sheet type of thing over you. And this card says, Talesman. Number 49. And it's upright. And this says, a lesson truly learned is crystallized as earned wisdom. You have all you need for the success you seek. Wisdom allows you to recognize traps on the road and familiar patterns that you want to avoid. It also enables you to quickly gather information about where you are on your journey. It helps you recognize your allies and know how to find best routes along the way. Routes on the way. Now you're at a place where you know the right things to do and the best choices to make. You really can't commit a mistake. Whatever your inquiry, great fortune awaits you, for you have wisdom to arrive at the right decision. You've learned your lessons and earned the right to your success. So there you go. This is telling you that you've learned what you had to learn. Now this is up to you now to not commit another mistake. And whatever you're inquiring about in your mind, great fortune awaits you, but you can't keep going back to making bad decisions or making the same mistake. You got to jump out of that circle and say, I'm going to go this route because I know this route is the best way. If you look at this card, it's a woman and she's got this road here. It's zigzagging. And she's like, well, am I going to go left? Am I going to go right? And, I'm not going to go on the grass here. I'm going to end up going on the right route because I know that I got to go this way in order for things to happen. And try not to make the same mistakes that you've made in the past. And if you look, like there's a hole right beneath her right foot here. And the other side has like a rock. So she's got these paths that she has to go through. She doesn't want to step on the rock because it'll hurt. She doesn't want to fall in this damn hole because she might sprain her ankle. And she's clothed with this, you are wearing something like this today, So this is like more of a sign to me that you don't make the same mistakes and go and make the right decisions. Right. Well, it's spirit telling you, at the end of the day, you know what you have to do. Spirit can only help you so much. You can pray every day, but if you keep making the same mistakes, then they're going to be like, well, Sonny's not damn well listening to me. So why should I give her another sign? Why should I help her? This is what I explain to a lot of people. My experiences with spirit and people and how the interaction is if you're on the right route, like this says, if you're going in the right direction and you're in the right direction, it feels right, you sense everything is right and spirit's putting you in that right direction, then you're going to be okay. They're going to keep helping you. But once you go back to that mistake and once you go back to that route that you shouldn't go back on by temptation or by people's pressure, then they're going to say, you know what, I'm not going to help Sonny. I'm going to let her get back to that cycle again and see what's happening, So that's the thing, you have to allow spirit to help you and allow spirit to show you the right route to take. So I know you're a smart woman. You'll figure it out. Yeah. Yeah, Sunny is a great reader. She's on like every day. She's fast. I've been in her room. I got a reading from her the other day. She's very good. What she said to me when I went in there was on point for sure. Okay, Moon Baby, I got your donation for 2 questions. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it. Yes, Vivian. All right. I'll answer your questions right now for you, Vivian. You're welcome, sweetheart. I appreciate you too. I'm glad you came by. This is how I started my channel back then. I always supported all the readers, and then, a lot of them turn against you because, for some ungodly reason. Some people just don't understand the word help and encourage and support. They rather be jealous, be weird, and be themselves. But my suggestion is to always find people that you connect with. All right. Question number 1, Vivian, you said, is Brian being honest with me about the way he feels about me? All right. Is Brian being honest with Vivian? Is Brian being honest with Vivian about the way he feels about her? Okay. Looks like this guy, Brian, is a good guy. He's a good person. He's responsible. He's reliable. He has some patience. I feel like he works hard, or he has a strenuous job, or he's very good at what he does. As far as his feelings about you, I still feel like he doubts his feelings towards you, and he thinks that he's probably heard some gossip. He's a Capricorn. Well, yeah, some Capricorn. Not every Capricorn works hard, but I did get Earth sign, the Knight of Pentacles here, so that's him, Capricorn. He has young energy also, but he has this imagination, and most Capricorns, they imagine of things they can't have, or they always have suspicion of their lover or their girlfriend or their wife or their, in this case, we're talking about him and you, right? The way, if he's being, I don't think he's being honest about his feelings toward you. And they tend to lie a lot, because I have a lot of Capricorn male friends, and they act like this, just like how the cards is saying. Whereas they're a person that always perceives a good appearance. They always show you that they're this nice, decent person, behind closed doors. And then when they get outside, out of their, outside and out and about with you, they act like a different person, Yeah, they are. As far as his feelings, Vivian, he's not sure how he wants to feel about you. Like, if he's told you that he likes you, I don't know if he's told you he loves you, but if he does, he's still doubting his love or doubting his feelings towards you. Like, he may have heard something about you from someone, so it kind of holds him back from feeling more than what he wants to feel. Okay. He's just suspicious, doubtful, and he can be very timid. Like, he can be kind of timid towards telling you really about his feelings. So if he's told you all good things, then it's probably just wishful thinking on his end. Like, let me tell Vivian how I feel, so I can keep hold of her for now until I get to know her. And I don't feel like this is a relationship yet. I just feel like this is like an imagination, or a fantasy that he has about being with you. It's still not something that I see that very concrete. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. I also get like a woman looking at him in a doubtful way or a suspicious way. But he looks like a good guy though, but he also looks at you as a person. I don't know if you're an air sign, but I got like an air sign woman here, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. It doesn't have to be. I don't really go by signs, but the woman that I have here is you, and you also are going into this saying, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm just gonna ride the wave and see how it all pans out. Like, you have that attitude where I'm gonna see where this goes. Wherever it goes, it goes. I'm just gonna ride it out and see what happens. I'm not trying to expect anything. like miracles or anything like that. But Aqua Rising, yeah. So yeah, this is that type of energy, like you're holding back, you know. 'Cause I got the Page of Swords here as well, which is you know, a person who is just guarding herself from trying to get hurt, but also looking at the big picture at the same time. It's some hope that things will turn around or things might get better. So to answer your fresh question, I think he's holding back his feelings because he's doubting where this is gonna end up, or doubting you on your feelings. But I'm gonna tell you what I always say to everyone who asks me about somebody's feelings. The best thing to do is to talk to each other. Communication is the key to every successful friendship, relationship, job, whatever. You know, the more you talk about things, the better it is, you know? Yeah, exactly. Right. And the reason why he wants to see if you'll go all in is because he wants to have you all to himself. If you're out and about and you're not with him 24/7, then he's never going to have the trust. You see what I mean? Because that's a Capricorn male trait. They have to have you, they have to put a chastity belt on you and say, you're mine and you're not going anywhere. And you better tell me your every move. You better go tell me when you're in the bathroom. You better tell me when you're at work. You better tell me when you're leaving work. You better tell me what you're doing with the kids. Yada, 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 yada. Now, Capricorn males are, you know, very doubtful and very suspicious, always worried about who's doing what, who's doing where. They don't want nobody talking to their woman and all that shit. So, yeah. All right, your second question here, it says, will we be able to ever live together? All right. Well, if you want to live together with him, that's what I suggest. You have to be, you know, very like, you got to communicate with him every time. Say, hey, babe, I'm going to the store. You want anything? Or, hey, babe, I'm going to the gym. Want to come? No, babe, I'm working. Okay, well, I'm going to the gym. Don't worry. You know, I'll be back. But he'll be like, damn, she's going to the gym. Some guys might hit on her. You know, he might be thinking about that and it's going to aggravate him, you know? So make sure, like, you don't do things to aggravate him if you really like him. They don't call the Capricorns devils for a reason. Okay. Let's find out if you'll be able to ever live together. I'm going to check the next 3 months, all right? So August, September, October. Let's see if you'll be Okay, well then that's good then. And you already got 1 foot in the door. Yeah, it's good to have the communication between each other. Okay, as far as you guys living together in the next 3 months, it all depends on you. Because I have a woman here that has to make the decision. So if he wants you to move in with him, if he says, hey, I want you to move in with me, Vivian, that's up to you. Now, if you hesitate, then that's on you, right? So in the next 3 months, I feel like it's very possible that you can live there, but it has to be on, you know, on your terms where you make the decision. So if he says, will you move in with me? And you say no, then it's no, right? But if you make the decision, it depends on you. This whole moving in thing and will you ever live together depends on you. Now, if you're all in, then you're going to live with him. But the things here is there's going to be obstacles around that, you know. I don't know if he has like some type of health condition where he needs help, or he like has, you know, he might delay it. If this isn't health issues, then it's something to do with like him delaying it a bit. So you're going to be kind of up and down about it in the next 3 months. And also, like, you know, don't let him, oh, he's in prison. Okay. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much what I see. He's not the person who's gonna make that decision. You know? Yeah. Right. So if he's in prison, then I see him having problems, and he's gonna have health issues when he comes out. So it all depends if you want to deal with him. You got me? And the thing is, if you do live with him, you gotta understand where he's been. So if he's been in prison, right? He's in prison and he comes out, he's gonna be taking advantage of you because he doesn't have anything. So that card, the first card that I got in the very first time where I saw he was a Capricorn and a hard worker, that just could mean because he's doing a lot of things in prison. Well, there's going to be delays in that case, and there's going to be problems. There's going to be problems with the case and problems with how it goes. But I still think that it's a possibility. He works in there. Okay, cool. Yeah, I see he's working. So even though he's in prison, obviously he can still work. But I would say in the next 3 months it's going to be very difficult, and I don't know if he wants you to move him with him when he gets out, or he's going to move in with you. But if he moves in with you, just remember that he's going to be taking advantage of you in any which way he can, with money, getting things, getting started. So it's going to be a rocky road. But like I said, this all depends on you. You are the one who has to make the decision. I keep getting a woman that has to make the decision. So, and when he comes out, he's not going to feel right. He's going to feel kind of sick. He's going to feel kind of like, I still got problems. I still got to overcome all these things. His sleeping patterns might be all messed up. There's a lot of things here that I see that is going to be a factor. But at the end of the day, it all depends if you want him to move in with you. Okay, well, that's good. That's a good thing. Even though you have saved up that money, there's still, make sure you don't make any mistakes as far as, wasting unnecessary money or dealing with him when he comes home, when he comes and moves in with you. But in the next 3 months, it's very possible, but it just depends on you and your decision. It's solely your decision, I don't know when he gets out, but let me just check something for you real quick. Yeah, see, I don't see him getting out of prison from now until October. That's why I don't see you guys really living together, because I'll put it to you this way. In the next 3 months, I don't see him getting out. But if he does get out, it's going to be like he's going to have problems. And that's where, you guys might not actually live together until all these things get, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not. That's why I checked. In the next 3 months, I don't see it happening. Yeah. Yeah. Looks like he has a chance to get out by the end of the year. So by the end of this year, it looks like he might get out. So if that's the case, then I see him getting out at the end of the year. So it's a process. that obviously you know, and now that I know the full story, that's why I don't really see it happening in the next 3 months. I don't like to look too much further than that because everything changes. But I am getting by December 31st, end of this year, it looks like he has a chance to get out, even if he gets out on parole or something like that. Or I see it's going to be a struggle from now until then. The next 3 months are going to be like a struggle for him, But he's gonna. It looks good for the end of the year. I would say November, December, he has a chance to get out, or you'll have good news of him coming out. I think he's very, very concentrating on. I think if he stays out of trouble, right? You say he works there, right? So, yeah, like if he, for instance, I would say this. He looks like he's going to get out on like a good behavior type of thing, or because he's been working and because he's doing right things in prison, looks like he'll be that's gonna help him get out. But it looks good for the end of the year. There's a either he's gonna get out at the end of the year, or you're gonna have good news about when he's going to get out. You got me? So thank you for that. The donations, I appreciate it. And it looks good. I just think that, because he's in prison, there's no physical connection there. So that's why the cards are showing me the truth, which is, he's obviously doubting. Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I say the end of this year, it looks like, he there's a chance that he's gonna know when he's gonna get out, or he actually gets out the end of the year. So it looks good as far as him getting out, or something, good news happening with that. So if he's already, been moving up, and I don't see anything, where he's a bad person. I just see that from time to time he gets sick, or there's no lack of sleep, things like that. Well, there you go. Yeah. So that's why the cards look good for the rest of the year, not the next 3 months. The next 3 months is still going to be up and down. But I would say by the end of the year, it looks good. It looks like he's going to have good news about when he's getting out, or he actually does get out. So, well, just keep your fingers crossed. Because someone's in prison doesn't mean they're guilty, and doesn't mean they're a bad person. There's a lot of people that I know that are in prison that, were in the wrong place at the wrong place at the wrong time, or with the wrong people at the wrong time. Doesn't mean that they're a bad person. I've had a lot of friends that have come out of prison and they're perfectly fine. So to me, I know that some people that are in prison are really good people. They just have bad luck, or they made bad choices. So now the ones that are in there for bad things, they deserve to be there and stay there. You're welcome, sweetheart, and thank you also. Appreciate it. But just keep the faith, and like I said, the feelings and the doubt, that's normal, because you're not together. You're not physically together. So that's the difference. So when you're not physically with somebody, touching them, feeling them, yeah. Well, sometimes, snitching will get you snitches. Snitches will get you stitches, like they say. But sometimes the best thing is to not snitch because you're if you snitch, you get out, you're gonna get killed, beaten, or you always gotta watch your back. If you don't snitch, you do the time and you come out and you're good because you ain't gotta worry about nobody coming to kill you. So it's good in one some ways and bad in others, but it all depends on obviously the situation of the person. So yeah, I know I have a lot of I was born in a very ghetto-ish area when I was young, and a lot of my friends went to prison for a lot of different things, and some of my friends are still in prison. And when they got out, some of them got out, they had to deal with a fucked up life. And Chicago is even worse. That's the crime capital. Yeah, Chicago is a bad place for crime, unfortunately, um, from what they say. I don't. Anything I know about Chicago is the rap. My favorite rapper is from Chicago. His my favorite rapper is Little Durk. Lil Durk. So he raps about all that stuff, and not to get into all the politics of the whole thing, but yeah, let's just say I know about what you're going through or what you're dealing with. So yeah, it's hard. Sometimes, it just happens that way. Sometimes it's a lesson. Yeah. Ah, okay. Oh, you know his cousin? He's locked up with Brian, yeah. Little Dark's cousin, yeah. Little Dark's like all his cousins and stuff. Yeah, Dark's one of my favorite rappers. Um, I've watched him come up the ranks too. I'm glad he's not in prison. But yeah, I'm a big fan of his. Always been a big fan of his. But just keep praying and just hoping that he gets out and everything's fine. At the end of the day, it's a task. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep getting a chunk of change. So when he does get out, he has something to look forward to. I'm sure he's happy that he has you helping him. So that's nice of you to do that. Oh, really? Yeah, that's why I got the injured card there, the health card. So it looks like that affected him health wise. So that makes sense because I remember I said that he had health issues. That's what I saw there. So his health could be bothering him. But it looks like he'll recover from those things eventually. He's got to stop. He's got to stop making them same mistakes too, is what I see. Like he's obviously probably trusting somebody, but being in prison, you can't really trust anybody, especially in that place. So I feel for him, but at the end of the day, hopefully he'll be okay. Just pray for him. Yeah, that injury can delay him further from doing things. So that's why I got the delays, the health, things like that. He's got to not trust somebody that he's around. Somebody's trying to take advantage of him. Oh yeah, yeah. Dark was injured. I saw that on stage. Yeah, yeah. He had high blood pressure. Yeah. See, he still got health issues. Yeah. Yeah, that was sad with Dark. He was on stage performing, and that firecracker thing went right in his eye. I was like, what the fuck? I'd be so pissed if that happened to me. Like, yeah, you saw he was just on the mic, he was just singing, and all of a sudden you saw that thing shoot right up in his face. Poof. His eye is pretty damaged though. Hopefully he gets to see again. I don't know any updates, but I saw him on Facebook. He put a picture of his eye with a patch on it. I would sue those damn people for that shit. Like, why would you, I never get why you would have like firecrackers and shit, you know, like right on the stage, right in where the speaker is, right where the guy's performing. Like, why would you have that there anyway? Yeah, yeah, Ocean. And it's sad, like everybody around him has died too, which sucks. And then he has that happen to him. It's almost like someone did it on purpose, you know. It's like as soon as he got to where that speaker was, poof, you know, right in his face. It almost like it was planned, you know. He's got a lot of haters, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was planned. Like, yeah, Dark is he's a young guy. He's a famous rapper. He's got a lot of hits. The girls love him. I love him. He's one of my favorite rappers. You know, from the day he came out to now, I've always liked him. He's got like a lot of collaborations with a lot of cool artists and people that I like. He was actually a part of a group before he went on his own again. So, and a part of the group, one of my favorite rappers before they died was him. So he wasn't my favorite rapper until my other favorite rapper died. So, but he had a collab with him. That's how I heard about him. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it either. To be honest, I honestly think that that was planned because if you look at you look at him when he was on stage. As soon as he came towards that speaker, poof, that little firecracker thing or whatever the heck it is, shot right up in his eye. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Yeah, his Facebook page is quiet. He hasn't posted anything up. He just put out a new video, but I haven't seen any updates where his eye's okay or he's okay, or I haven't seen anything. He's actually been off of social media a lot, but he's active on Facebook though. But I think he shut his Instagram off. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But yeah, I'm sure. I honestly I think it was planned because that looked like a planned situation there. And he's not the type of guy to wear shades either. You know, how a lot of rappers they'll wear their shades, their glasses, or whatever. He doesn't do that. So if he would have had shades on at that time, it would have been perfect. He would have been all right. But he's one of those guys who don't wear shades. I don't even remember him wearing shades ever. So hopefully he'll be all right, and hopefully everybody will be all right. The world's a mess, unfortunately. Have a lot of crazy people out there doing a lot of crazy shit. Wouldn't surprise me. A lot of crazy people. Yeah, I haven't heard anything. Hopefully he's all right. Hopefully he is okay. Oh boy. So let me see if there is anything here. Let me see if you've posted anything. Nope. There's nothing else. The last thing he posted the last thing he posted was him at the with his eye patch. That's it. That's the last thing he posted. So there's no update. I don't see anything. It sucks. Yeah, he's taking a break to focus on his health. Yeah. His birthday is October 19th. I didn't even know that. Yeah. Yeah, October 19th. Yeah, he's one of my favorite. I want to say yes. Yes, he's no, yeah, he's a Libra. He's on the cusp actually, because the next day is Scorpio. But he definitely acts like a Libra, that's for sure. So I would say he's more of a Libra than a Scorpio. Yeah, because that's like on, I think October 20th or 21st. That's when Scorpio starts. So he's at the end of Libra. But yeah, he's a Libra. Yeah, yeah, Libra. I think actually the 20th is the last day or the 21st of Libra. I think that's how it goes. I'm not positively sure, but that's probably why I like him. He's an air sign like me. I'm an Aquarius, so he's an air sign. There you go. I didn't even know this. I've been following him forever, but I never even. I don't really care about those things like birthdays and things like that. About rappers and things. Like all my favorite rappers, I don't even know their birthdays. If I see it up, post it up, I'll be like, okay, happy birthday. But that's good to know that he's an air sign. I'm the type of guy I like whoever I like. I don't really look into their personal life. I like them for what they do. But I bet you if he was an Aquarius, I would have probably known that. Aqua Gang. Yes, I'm an Aquarius, February 6th. I'm right dab in the middle. I don't know too many male Aquarius. I don't have no like male Aquarius friends, which is weird. But I don't have any Aquarius male friends, not that I know of, not that I remember. A lot of my friends are fire signs, uh, Scorpio, Taurus, fixed signs, I would say. One of my best friends, he's a Scorpio. One of my favorite nephews is a Scorpio. Um, and my other best friend and cousin, he's a Taurus. So those are the people that I get along with the most. And women wise, I have a lot of Aquarius women friends, that's for sure. I have a lot of Aquarius women friends. I have a lot of Aquarius women that come in here. Oh, wow. Your sons are Aquarius 8th and ninth. So they must be good, smart kids. Oh, you're Aqua Rising, Ocean? I didn't know that. I know you're a Capricorn, but you're Aqua Rising. Oh, cool. Yeah. I have my mom's a Capricorn and my dad's a Libra. So um Aquarius women, there's a few of them that come in here that are my good friends. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, you're my one and only besides my mom. Capricorn people are hard to deal with. My brother-in-law is a Capricorn and he's an asshole. And me and him lock horns many times. But, you know, Capricorn men I have a problem with. But Capricorn women are a different story. When is his birthday? December 29th. Yeah, December 29th. They are extremely smart, sometimes too smart for their good. Yeah, see, there you go. That's a Aquarius mentality. Not because I'm an Aquarius, but there's a lot of uh smart Aquariuses in this world. You know, we're not the only smart people, obviously, but um, Aquarius people, if you have Aquarius in your chart, things like that, Aquarius is one of the most smartest signs in the world, in my opinion. I don't care what all these YouTube videos say, but I know a lot of popular Aquarius people in the world, and they are billionaires and they're very smart. I can name a few of them if you want. Bob Marley is one of them, my favorite Aquarius. Michael Jordan is an Aquarius. Oprah Winfrey. Uh, Bill Russell that just died. He's an Aquarius, and he was a very successful basketball player. Ronald Reagan was a very successful president who people wanted to kill because he changed America. He is an Aquarius. He's actually born on February 6th, like me. And so is Bob Marley. He's born on February 6th, like me too. And all successful people, all world-known people. So, yeah. And there's a lot of other more Aquariuses around that I forget, but uh, if you Google Aquarius famous people, you'll see a shitload of them that have a lot of money and they're still significant in the world today. And they were they were game changers. You know, they were people who changed the world. Not because I'm an Aquarius, because I know some people are like, oh, you're just saying that because you're an Aquarius. I'm like, well, because I'm an Aquarius, I did research on other Aquarius people, and majority of them are very good people and did a lot of good things. So yeah. And Cristiano Ronaldo, my favorite soccer player, is also February 5th, and he's the greatest and has done a lot for people. You have Libra Moon, the only thing that throws me off, my Cancer Sun. Yeah, I'm actually Libra rising, Virgo Moon. So I got a little bit of everything, but I don't really dwell too much on the moon and the rising and all that shit. I just want to be an Aquarius. You know, I think that's good enough. I mean, obviously, I know the things in our chart is what people say, you know, this and that and blah, blah, blah. I'm a firm believer in astrology, but my thing is, if I'm an Aquarius, I'm an Aquarius, and that's what I am. I'm not gonna dwell too much on what's in my house, what's in my chart, what's rising, what's my moon, all that type of shit. Because I'm not about to like analyze every single thing that's in my chart. Oh, here we go. Yeah, I have Aries and Venus, and that's what a lot of people say. That's why, Aries women are always attracted to me. I'm like, yeah, that's not a good thing though. Aries women are crazy. Don't want no more of those either. Sorry, I had to mumble that under my breath. That's a no-no. That's a good thing. If you don't have no Aries in your chart, that's a good thing. So I love like an Aries. That's apparently what it means. But I looked at astrology one time, and I was looking into like things that they say. And for women, whatever sign in your house that you have in your Mars or your Jupiter or something like that, those are the signs that you're compatible with. Hey China, how you doing? I'm doing good, sweetheart. Thanks. All's good. I honestly think that that is true to a certain extent, but some people are like, well, I have Leo in my Mars, and my ex was a Leo and he treated me like this. So, it all depends. You're good. You're new here. Welcome. Welcome here, sweetheart. You notice water signs are suckers for Aries. I know I am. Yeah. I mean, I'm not a sucker for Aries women, but they tend to be in my energy, or any fire signs really. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries women. Those are the women that I usually hook up with, or tend to be friends with, or tend to know of, things like that. So it's all good. Hey Ninja, how you doing, sweetie? China, would you like a regular message? I'm also doing paid questions as well. I'm doing good. Hey Ethel, I hope I'm saying that right. Good morning to you. You're new. Welcome. All right, China, I'm using this deck, which is called the Enchanted Map deck. I'll give you a message. I gave everybody a free message. If you want questions answered, it's $10 PayPal. And the link is in the bottom. You're a Sagittarius? Yeah, my best friend is my sister, and she's a Sagittarius. I've had a few Sagittarius exes as well, 3 to be exact, over my lifetime. So yeah, and Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius women have all been in my energy and been in my love life at some point in my life. I'm an Aquarius, so I tend to be drawn towards them for some reason, which is okay if they're okay. But I don't really look at the signs like that. I think when I was like 10, 12, 14 years old, I never said, oh, my girlfriend's a Taurus or my girlfriend's a Sagittarius. When we're young, we're not really worried about somebody's sign until you actually learn it, You're a Libra moon and sun. It's been Taurus for you, yeah? We all get our signs, that we're attached to. Okay, China. Okay. Let's see what we got for you, China. All right. This is your card of the day, and it says "Come Together," number 8. And it's 2 giraffes here. And this card says, love needs to be shared. Love needs to be expressed. Drawing the coming together card is a sign that you're on the path to discover the nature of this emotion in all forms of expression: romantic, familiar, unconditional, and spiritual. In each instance, there is another being involved. Love involves a give and take between you and a significant other, a relative, a friend, an animal, or even a spirit. This card assures you that love has come calling and seeks a partner in its dance. Know that you are cherished. Like a magnet, you're attracting love into your life. This is a time for harmonious, caring partnerships. So, if Taurus has been the ones for you, looks like a Taurus might be coming your way, or you have love coming your way in a relationship way. And remember, this is not always about relationships, but like it says here, a friend, an animal, or a spirit, or a significant other, or a relative. So they're gonna have love coming your way in all ways, all forms. You're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. Ethel, would you like a card? You're in Asia, Taiwan. Oh, cool. All right. Let me see what we have for you, Ethel. That's my dog in the background, by the way. She's doing her dance around the blanket so she can get comfortable. Okay, Ethel, let's see what we have for you. Yeah, that's the famous dog noise when they go. Yeah. Yeah, you have a Yorkie? Okay, cool. Yeah, my neighbor has a Yorkie. All right, 34. Yeah, you see she's right behind me. I wish I could show it to you, but she's literally right behind the chair, so you won't be able to see her. I have a boxer. Okay, Ethel, your card is number 34, Spark. And this card came out reversed. So the reverse meaning of this card is you are a clear channel for divine creativity. Sometimes your fire gets doused by others who don't want you to be all you can be. In that case, you need to move away from the water and let things get damp. The spark card in reverse position may also indicate that you're allowing yourself to be consumed by a thought, feeling, or situation that you're in danger of becoming completely burned out. Compulsion and impulsiveness may be tempered now. Rest by a warm fire, let things die down a bit, then you'll see if the true spark will still be there. If not, you can always light another fire at another time. So to me, this card means that if you're going nonstop, then try to calm down a bit, try to take, chill, try to, do less and be steady. I know sometimes, when you have a strenuous job or you're constantly going, it's hard not to. But this is telling you to slow down a bit. And if nothing's really happening, then you need to get that spark back into your life and, light a fire under your ass, like most people say. And, get with the program, get things moving. But that first sentence of that card is what bothers me, is that people around you might be holding you back, or when they see you, doing brilliant things or good things or good at what you do, there's that jealousy factor, and that might hold you back because you're giving that your energy. So whatever it is, just try not to give. And this goes for everybody in the room. Don't give people your energy. That's the worst thing you can do. If somebody's like sitting there talking shit or nagging you or trying to get your attention or trying to make you mad, I know it's hard. Sometimes you want to, knock their lights out or say something to them. But the best thing is silence is better than bullshit. So that way they know they're talking to themselves. Ninja, you want a card? Okay. All right. Let's see what we got for Ninja. And Vivian, if you're still here, I'll give you a message if you want, even though you got questions. But I can give you a message just for you if you want. You experienced this the past few weeks. Thank you. Your point. Yeah. Trying. Oh no, poor Cammy. Yeah, Ethel. Just like I said, if you've experienced this in the past few weeks, like try not to give people your energy. Just keep shining, keep that spark alive. Do you? Just block. Like I always tell people, like imagine you're a horse with blinders and you only see what's in front of you. You don't look left, don't look right, don't look at those people. That card comes out when a person is doing good and they have bad things around them. But you're welcome, sweetheart. No problem. And thanks for coming. Bye. All right, Ninja. You meant to say there's 2 tourists coming forward, but I believe there's only one truthful. Well, that's the thing, that's the thing, China, is we can only choose the right person for us. So sometimes, sometimes we wish we can put 2 people into one so we can have the best of both worlds. But if, tourist intentions are different, they can be very standoffish, or they can be very cold, or they kind of need to be talked to. If you get a talkative tourist, you're in luck. If you don't get a talkative tourist, then you're not in luck. Now, the same card came out for you, Ninja, but this card came out upright. So Ethel got the reverse version, and now you got the upright version. And what I do every time I shuffle the cards, I switch them upside down, just to make sure we get a little bit of everything. But that's cool how the same card came out, but it came out upright for you. So the meaning is different. There's a spark of creativity in you, and you have every reason to move forward with optimism and hope. Open yourself to inspiration and allow your life to show you its beauty and your part in creating it. This is the perfect time to give birth to an idea, start a new friendship or job, or begin an endeavor. Attraction is high as you connect with others who can co-create joyous experiences and join with you and experience the finer aspects of life. Watching a spark turn to a flame and stoking that fire is a gratifying activity. So it looks like you and other people around you are going to, set your intentions high. Retirement. the spirit has your back pretty much as long as you're open to inspiring the people around you and getting inspiration from the people that you're with. So, and being that you're an Aquarius, it's that much easier. You're welcome, sweetheart, anytime. Yes. So, yeah, Taurus. My best friend is a Taurus, and he's my cousin as well. I've known him all my life, and he always had issues expressing himself to women. But when he liked somebody, he jumped in it too fast, and then gets hurt, or he doesn't want to face, the reality of it when it doesn't work. Sometimes they try to fix things that are broken, and sometimes they try too hard, or sometimes they just have this mentality where I'm going to see how long this will endure. $38. Wow. Yeah, we need rain here. I'm from Bermuda, so we need rain here. We've had a drought, a very bad drought here. No rain. Everything's dry. We're supposed to get thunderstorms tonight. I hope that we do get the rain. It could keep the thunder though. But I'll take the thunder with the rain because we need it. So, yeah. I'll take what I can get. We can take whatever rain we can get. Would be great. Every afternoon it rains. I wish it would rain here. I really do. I've never been over that side of the world, Thailand. I would love to go there. I mean, Taiwan. I mean, sorry. Asia. I would love to go to Asia one day, but it's very far from here. Super far. Yeah, Bermuda's way over the other side. I have a few friends that really like Asia. I have a few friends that's been to Thailand and Taiwan and all those places. I have some friends from over that way, from Singapore. A few people I know. Can't remember where that other place is. That person in here comes from. I can't remember. It's nice to have people from all over the world. You guys are just waking up. It's morning there and it's evening here. It's 10:30 at night here. Yeah, if anybody wants to escape to the Bermuda Triangle, just come here. We don't really have serious problems over here. We're all good. It's very expensive. Sure, you too, Ninja. No problem, sweetheart. Anytime. Give a kiss to Cammy for me. Yeah, that's pretty hot. Here it's 88 degrees, which is like 29, 30 Celsius. I think it's like 30 Celsius or something like that. 88. Yeah, something like that. So here it's yeah, that's hot. The good thing that today the humidity was at 60, so it was not that bad. It was still hot, but not that bad. But tonight it's actually I think 83 now. Yeah, right now it's 82 and 79 humidity. So the temperature's gone down, but the humidity is going up. They said it's gonna rain, so I'm praying for rain. Looks like we're gonna get rain, so that's good. I see the rain on the radar, so looks like we're gonna get rain finally. Yay! Please let's get us rain. There's rain on the radar, so it looks like we'll be getting some. Hallelujah. Thank you. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about summertime is the humidity. The humidity is ridiculous here. You know, living here it's always hot. Oh, okay. You're Filipino. Yeah, I have a lot of Filipino friends. I have a lot of Filipino friends, and they're all very good people. I don't have nothing bad. I don't have nothing bad to say about Filipinos. I love Filipino food, adobo chicken, adobo pork. There's a lot of Filipinos here in Bermuda actually, and they're working here. And my friend, he has a few Filipinos working for him here, and they're very good people. They're good friends of mine. So it's even hotter over there. Damn, no wonder they can handle living here. They're used to the heat. Yeah, my dad had a really good Filipino friend from the Philippines, and it took a long time for him to get there and back. It took like almost 2 days of traveling to get there from here. But Bermuda has a lot of Filipino people. There's actually a nice Filipino lady that cleans my that she's a cleaner. She's a house cleaner, and she cleans the actually, I saw her today. Is Wednesday, right? Yeah, today she came today. I saw her on the bike. She's a nice lady too. Yeah, Filipino people are very nice. Yeah, I can't live in a place hotter than Bermuda. I mean, I remember when I go to Florida sometimes, Florida is hotter than Bermuda. So I'm like, hell no, I'm not going there no more. I can't go to a place hotter than here because I can barely handle the heat here. It's nasty. Like I said, we have a humidity issue where it's the humidity is way up there. I would like to go to the Philippines one day. There's a few Filipino people here that I have a good friendship with. They're very good workers. Very good workers. They work hard here in Bermuda. I know a lot of hard working Filipino people. The Filipino community has their own like little like holiday gatherings and all sorts of stuff. They have a very big community here. Yeah. Well, my AC is on 24/7. Yeah, I'm sure Taiwan is a nice country. It's a huge. It's big over there. It's a nice place. I'm sure it's nice over there. I just uh I just wouldn't wanna. I wouldn't know what to do as far as talking the language. That'd be hard. Hey, Emmanuel, how you doing? Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking too. Appreciate it. I'm not doing questions for free, but I can give you a regular message. I'm doing good. Questions are $10, but if you want a regular message, I can give you a regular message for free. If you think about your question, I can pull a card and see if it'll answer it. Sure, I'll give you a regular message. If you hear noises in the background, that's my dog snoring. So yeah. Okay, let's see what we get for you, Manuel. Yeah, she's snoring in the background. She's in that deep air-conditioned sleep. All right, Manuel. Okay, Emmanuel, you got here number 44. All right. Manuel, this is your card, number 44, and this is about strength. And this card says, your true strength comes from self-reliance alone, but from the sincere faith in a higher power. The strength to accomplish even the most daunting tasks is yours at this time. You can connect with and channel the power of the universe. The strength card indicates that your ideas are being tested and refined and your relationships are being deepened. No matter what happens, nothing can move you off your course of evolution. As the potency of your connections become more obvious, you're able to harness and the creative energies are available to you. Have courage to dive in, for magic is the process of finding a form to take. When you remember that real strength comes from the combination of your efforts and reliance on a higher power working through you, all is possible. You can do anything right now. Okay, no problem, Ethel. Thank you for coming in, and bless you too, sweetheart. Take care. So there you go, Manuel. The world is yours and everything in it. You have the strength to do whatever you want to do. Yes. It's a good message, depending on what your question is, but it's a good card. It's pretty much saying, yes, you can do it. Yes, you can have the relationship you want. Yes, you can have the job you want. Yes, you can have anything you want. You just got to have the strength to do it. If we don't have any strength to do it, then it's not going to get done, right? So if you look at that card, the person has the world in their hands, So it's all in your hands. Whatever you want, you can make it happen. It's Manuel's world. So Ocean, what are you having for dinner tonight? Got an email here. Hold on 1 second. Okay, cool. All right. You actually ate early today. Oh, nice. A bagel with cream cheese topped with turkey. Nice. I was eating bagels regularly, but then I stopped because I didn't want to tear the ass out of eating bagels every day. Tonight I had tuna pasta, green olives, and I went over to my mom and dad's house, and I had dinner with her because her and I love tuna pasta, and my dad doesn't. He had a sandwich. So yeah, and I still have some for lunch. Yeah, I love them toasted too with cream cheese. I love bagels, toasted bagels with turkey and mayonnaise. Yeah, family dinners are gonna be a regular because everybody went away. My sister, my brother-in-law, and my nephews went away to Florida for 2 weeks. So I'm home all by myself with Diamond, and I told my mom and dad that I'll come there every day for dinner. And my mom made tuna pasta today. Tomorrow we're gonna have pork tenderloin, and then Friday we're gonna have fish, which I have already, that I'm gonna make for them, and Saturday we're gonna have ribs, I believe. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yo, I love avocado. I haven't had an avocado because here they're $3.99 each, and I think that's ridiculous. When I was eating avocados on the regular, like the last 2 years, it was like $2.69 an avocado, which was expensive anyway. But now they're $3.99, and I'm like, hell no, I'm not buying a small ass avocado that fits in my hand that takes 4 bites to eat. And I'm not spending no $3.99 on the one damn avocado. And that's ridiculous. Oh yeah, you can come over for ribs, sure. My mom makes the best food ever. But I go over there and I help her. But I'm gonna cook for her on Friday and my dad, and we're gonna have fish. Snapper. You know what? I saw this guy on TikTok and he shows you how to properly um make an avocado tree. You're not supposed to like put the seed in the ground and hope for miracles. You actually don't put it into the soil for like a month or more, because he's saying like you get the seed, you peel the skin off of it, and then you put it like on a cup or something, and he shows you everything. I was blown away. I couldn't believe it. I would love to have an avocado tree. I have the space to put it too, and I'm really considering doing what he should. I'm gonna get an avocado, and I'm gonna take the seed out, and I'm gonna do it. I swear, I would love to have an avocado tree, and yeah, I'm telling you, I'm gonna do it. I think I have that TikTok video saved somewhere. It was a really crazy guy. He did the video so fast, and I was like, what? But I'm sure YouTube has. I'm sure on here on YouTube they have the proper way to do an avocado plant, an avocado tree. But I'm gonna see if I can find that guy's video because he did it the proper way. It was pretty interesting. He showed all the stages and everything. You know, people think that TikTok's just a bunch of hoes half naked, but I don't really care for all of that anyway. I'll look obviously because I'm a man and I love women, but I like seeing all the cool stuff that you can do. Yeah, he probably is on Instagram. He's like a guy with like black frizzy hair, and he's like all excited. He puts the thing into this little cup. It's like sitting on the cup, and it's got water on the bottom. And you see the sprout and all that, and he's got like a toothpick holding it. I was blown away by the way he did it. I was very shocked. I was like, damn, this guy is pretty cool. He knows what he's doing. Yeah, that's him probably, because if he's doing it like that, then it's probably him. Yeah, because TikToks, they don't really do it on TikTok. They just share it to TikTok, so it's just another place for them to put it on. I really enjoy myself coming on here. I like meeting new people. I got my thing. I got my settings to open to the public, so it's nice to get new people. I really enjoy coming on TikTok. I mean, TikTok. I really enjoy coming on YouTube again. It's been fun. I see a lot of new people and see all my old friends coming here. The people who don't come on Instagram come on here. Yeah, I always got good people coming in, man. I don't have, asshole trolls anymore, and people aggravating me. They finally gave up because they obviously know I don't care about them. But yeah, I have that energy, where I'm not gonna allow people to do that shit to me. I'm very upfront. You know me, you've seen me in action plenty of times. But you see what it says. Welcome everybody, answering questions, PayPal $10. You'll get a free message, but that's about it. And I think that's more than what a lot of people do. So, and I got all positive feedback, so that's the main thing. And you know what? I've been doing the same thing. I've been going around YouTube, finding new readers, finding new people, trying to connect with that other chick that came in here, Tea with Sunny. She's a nice lady. She's a nice person. But she's very strict too. Like, that's why I liked her because, she told somebody, look, don't be talking to me. I'm trying to do a reading. Like, don't distract me. People are paying for a reading. Like, so just shut up and wait. And then the other day she didn't come on because people were aggravating her so much. That's why she said earlier when she was in here that it was nice and quiet in here. That's the way I like it. I don't want to be popular. I never wanted to be popular in the first place. Yeah, exactly. People are very friendly. They see the energy. Sometimes they sit in the room. I can see how many people's in here and nobody's talking. So they're just checking the vibe, and then they just see what's going on. And if they see how I am, then they're probably like, okay, yeah, this guy's cool. He gives a message. Let me see what he's about. But like, I'm not into all that. Hey, like and subscribe my channel before you go. I'm not about that shit. The person said I'm a new subscriber. Okay, cool, thanks. But I'm not gonna do cartwheels because I have 1 million subscribers. I really don't give a shit about that. I'm here to help people, to read people, and talk and have fun and talk about life. I'm not. A lot of readers aren't like me. They're not gonna come here and waste all this time, talking to people and shit like that. You know what? She didn't delete her channel. It says on there. I miss her actually. She actually read me like a book, man. I have her readings recorded actually, because she took all her videos down. I was actually upset that she did that, and I'm so glad I recorded her videos, the readings that she did for me. Where was she? She must have deleted her channel then. I thought I had. Oh no, here she is. Yeah, it's the channel's still here. There's no videos. There's nothing here. It says, as of May 27th, hey everyone, as you can tell, I've stopped posting on my channel. The last time I posted was 5 months ago. Do I plan on returning? Possibly, only if I'm able to, but currently busy with other things in life. I have my live streams listed as private for now, but if I return, I will figure out if I'll put these live streams back up. Stay healthy and safe, everyone. Manya. Yeah. So yeah. That's what she wrote on her channel. Yeah. I haven't seen her online forever. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it says on her channel. I'm still subscribed to her. I don't have her on. I had her on Instagram, but I can't even remember what her Instagram was. I had her on Instagram. I had her personal email and everything because we did readings and stuff. She was very good. She read me like a book. I always used to tease the shit out of her because she was young, right? So I used to talk shit to her, but I know she didn't really like guys, so I would tease her even more. She was like a little sister to me. I always enjoyed her company. Yeah, she was super fun, man. She was funny as hell. I liked her rawness. I was very happy to know her. She was funny as fuck. She always swearing and shit. She made me laugh. I like joking around with a girl like her, and taking the jokes and knowing that it's not like a bad thing. Like, from the very first time I met her, I was joking with her and talking shit. I helped her out a lot. I helped her and she helped me. So she's a good friend. I miss her. I wish that she was on. She used to come on late. I used to go in her room and talk shit to her. So it was pretty fun. Yeah, exactly. Definitely. Yeah. But it's funny you mention her because yesterday I went to go check one of the readings she did for me because what she said to me like a year ago is like happening now. So I was like, I know somebody told me that shit. Who told me that? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go check Manya's reading. I got like 2 or 3 readings from her, and all of them were on point. She's very good. But hey, people go through things. It's like me. I haven't been very active. Um, I haven't been very active on here anyway. So now that I am starting to be more active, I enjoy it. Yeah, yeah. She read for me right inside the chat, and I recorded it like with my phone. I was holding my phone up like this to the screen, and I recorded her reading. But I remember she said something to me because I asked her about a specific person, and I saw that person the other day staring at me like crazy, and I was like, you know what? Let me ask this girl about this stupid fucking weirdo. Yeah, I always have some crazy bitch looking at me in weird ways with their eyes all slanted, like, I want to know what Mark's doing. Hmm. It was so weird. I was getting gas, right? Well, diesel, and I was coming out of the gate, and a car. Yeah, she was sizing me. Let me tell you what happened. Like I'm coming out of the gate, right? Oh, there's the thunder. You heard that? That was thunder. It's okay, Diamond. Hey, it's thundering now. That's cool. They said it was gonna thunder. I just heard it. I was like, what the fuck was that? So anyway, I'm coming out of the gas station, right? So I'm hooking a left, and as I'm going left, and I look straight, I saw her because she had to stop for the other person in front of her to come into the gas station. So this guy was coming in, and she was behind the guy, and she's got like a new car now. So I didn't even know it was her. All I see is this girl looking at me like this. And I look right back at her, but I had my shades on. I look right back at her. I was like, I felt like saying, "What the fuck you looking at?" But she's actually a nice lady, but she's a nice chick. Uh, but she just stares at me all the time, and I don't understand why she just don't say something. I even saw her like at my nephew's confirmation. She was there, and she stared at me, and then she even like sat almost next to me. Yeah, the church lady. Yeah, she goes to church all the time, and it was weird because she stared at me with these like her beady little eyes, looking at me like wondering what's going on. And it was weird because I know she likes me because she always stares at me. I know she likes me, but she's like one of those shy chicks. And of course, she's an Aries, which, yeah. Oh, people hear about me all the time. I don't really give a shit. Like people are always gonna say whatever. As a former DJ for the past 20, for 20 years of my life, hoes are always gonna be around me. You're the DJ, like, drunk ass hoes are always gonna be around me. So everybody thinks that, I'm fucking all these dirty hoes and shit. So people are gonna talk, they're gonna assume. They can assume whatever they want. I really don't care. But she probably heard some shit, but who's to say it's real? Every time she sees me, I'm by myself. That's the good part. See, she don't know what's going on, and she ain't gonna know until she. Yeah, I know. It's just the way it is. When I actually found out her birthday, I was like, no way, not another damn marriage, please, Jesus, not this again. But I remember I was at the confirmation, and I was sitting with my nephew, and then I was talking to my friend right next to me, and she came right in front of me and sat right in the chair right in front of me and looked back right at me. And I didn't pay her no mind. Like, I was like, whatever. Like, she started talking to the girl that was right next to her, but always looking at me. And then my friend goes, "Oh, you know her?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know of her." And he's like, "Yeah, she's staring like crazy." I'm like, "Yeah, she probably never seen me look this good. I'm in a tie looking all sexy. She probably, the best thing ever happened to her." He's like, "Oh my God, he dresses, he doesn't wear a hat and he doesn't have a Adidas or Nike shirt on. He's actually wearing a tie and a nice shirt, and he actually looks presentable for church." She probably said, "Damn, I never seen him look this good." That's what you're missing, sweetheart. Told you. Yeah, I cleaned up for church. So, she was looking at me like, damn, I don't blame her. And the good thing is she's like, I think she's like 38, 39, 40, something like that. She's about that age. I know she's younger than me. Now, I'll always be clean for the Lord, always. But, that was a special occasion. So I had to, look good that day. But it's kind of weird though, because I'm as I turned the wheel and I saw her looking at me, I was like, no way. I was like, damn, if looks could kill. That's exactly what I said to myself. If looks can kill, this bitch will kill me right now. But it's like, I don't know why she just, keep staring at me like that. That's weird. I was like, why the hell you just don't say something? Nah, I was in my car, so what kind of car was she driving? I have no idea. It's like a Jeep, like an SUV type thing. I don't know what brand it is. All I know it was like a dark blue, like a navy blue car, but it was like an SUV type car. It was like an SUV, dark blue. No, not a Jeep Cherokee, no. It looked like one of those Hyundai uh Jeeps, like SUV looking Jeep. So we have Jeep Cherokees here, but not that one. That's not what she had. She ain't about that life. But yeah, it was like navy blue. Cause she used to ride like a bike all the time. And then she had like a car, but I can't even remember what the last car was. I can't remember the car she had before. But now she's in a new car. I finally saw her in the new car because my friend told me that she had a new car and she had stepped up and bought a bigger car. And I was like, well, I haven't seen her. I don't really look for her like that because she's not really my type of person. But I'd give her a chance, if she's about that life. She's cute. Yeah, she can have my babies. I'm willing to let her have my babies. She don't have any babies, so if she wants them, you know, I'll impregnate her. It's cool. I'd marry her. I'd be her husband. Yeah, see, there you go. You're very optimistic. See, she probably bought the car knowing that she's gonna need to put a baby seat in the back. Yeah, I'll be her poppy. Yeah, I mean, she's cute. I like her. I think she's cool. She got a good job. Uh, she got a nice car now. All she needs is me in her life, and it should be all right. I actually kind of met her a long time ago when I went to a party, a memorial party of my friend, and she went because she must have known the guy, obviously. So I was there with my friend, and he goes, "Hey, do you know her?" I'm like, "No." I said, "I know of her, but I don't know her." He goes, "Let me introduce you to her." I'm like, "Nah, I don't really want to be introduced to her." I said, I don't really care to be introduced to people like that. I said, just leave. Oh, I want to. She, I know her, like, and I've been talking to her, but she's kind of ghetto-ish. And I'm like, well, being that you're like, you're about that life, maybe these ghetto girls, you'd be all right with her. I'm like, what you mean she's ghetto-ish? I'm like, that girl ain't ghetto-ish. Are you out of your mind? Not with the type of job she has. And he's like, no, she talks like that. She talks ghetto-ish. And I'm like, all right, well, let's go check. Let's go see what she's about then. So he took me over. He started talking to her. So he's like, oh, my friend Mark here? And she's like, oh, no, nice to meet you. And I was like, oh, nice to meet you too. Whatever. That was it. And I just heard her talk. And I'm like, she's not talking ghetto-ish, man. Yes, she does, man. She's got that hardcore voice. And I'm like, man, that doesn't mean that she's talking ghetto-ish. I said, I mean, yeah, but I've heard her talk like that. And that's kind of a turning me off. I said, that's a turn on to me. I don't mind. I said, it's all good. She can talk ghetto-ish to me. Yeah, she cleans it up for the public. Yeah. So it was funny that night because I actually met her that night, but I haven't like seen her to talk to her since. I saw her at church that a few times, but I don't really know her like that. But she definitely gave me the stare down 2 days ago. Yeah, Sunday. Actually, no, today is Wednesday. Yeah, Sunday. It was Sunday. Cause I was leaving my parents' house, and I went to go get diesel for my car, and that's when I saw her, like giving me the stare down. Well, hey, one thing about Aries women, behind closed doors, they can do a lot of damage. Now, I know she's a good woman, but I just haven't seen her to talk to her like that. And I don't know what she's doing. I have to do some terror blackmail to find out, but I'm not really interested. Cardi B? Oh, hell no. I don't want nothing to do with Cardi B. I don't even listen to her music. Nah. Now she did that guy. He said that she talked ghetto-ish, but she didn't talk ghetto-ish at all. Yeah, I erased that. Yeah, she's not like that type of ghetto-ish. No, like she talks Bermudian. Like Bermudian people talk. Bermudian people, like myself. I'm talking proper on here. But when I talk to my friends, I don't talk like this. Like we say, slang words. We talk different. We act different. The way we pronounce things are different, but I can't do that on here and people be lost. They were like, what the fuck he say? Some things I do say and people are like, huh, where the hell is he from? Even when I go to Boston, because they Boston people, they have a serious way of slang, way of talking. Right. See, but I'm not Bostonian. When I go to Boston, they think I'm from New York because they think that I'm Hispanic or something. They're like, "Hey, Poppy, what's up, Chico?" Yeah, I'm like, "No, bro, I'm not Mexican. I'm Portuguese." You know. But then they were like, "Oh, you look Mexican." I'm like, "No, I'm not Mexican, bro. I like burritos though." So yeah, Chico, what's up, Papi? Or like my friend calls me Papi Chulo. But I remember every time I go to Sears in Boston, the lady starts talking to me in Spanish, and I'm like, "No español." And she goes, "Really? No español?" I was like, "No." I was like, "I know I look Hispanic, but I'm Portuguese." Ah, Portuguese, Portuguese. Oh, see. I'm like, "Yes, Portuguese." But I said, I talk English, so you're good. And she'd be like, "Oh, you got a Sears card?" I'm like, "No, I'm not from here. I'm from Bermuda." "Oh, where's that?" I'm like, "Oh God, here we go again. Where's that?" Obviously, you people didn't do geography. All right, well, we're 2 hours away from here. Okay, we're an island. We're an island in the sun, and we're 2 hours away from Boston, literally. Okay, I'm not from New York. I don't want to be from New York either. I'm not a New York fan. I'm Boston all the way. So yeah, sometimes I have to explain to these people, that I'm no Espanol. I remember I went to what's it called? PF Chang's, that restaurant. PF Chang's. That's a nice restaurant. And it was a Spanish, like a Mexican waiter. And she comes over and she goes, "Hello, how are you?" I'm like, "I'm good, thanks." She goes, start talking Spanish. I'm like, "No, no, no Espanol." I said, "You did fine the first time, and you said hi, how are you?" And I said, "Hello, how are you?" back. You should have just like stayed with the English. I'm not Spanish. Like, why you fucking people think that I'm Mexican? Like, I know, I look Mexican, but I'm not. So I was like, "No Espanol, sweetheart." I was like, "I don't know Spanish." And Portuguese and Spanish is familiar, but not really. It's similar, I mean, but not really. Some words are, but not the same. It's pronounced different. So I'm like, "No, sweetheart, no Espanol." So I like Espanol ladies and Espanol food, but today is no Espanol. Yeah, I know. I get it all the time in Boston, man. Every single time I go to Boston, because they have a lot of Hispanic people there, right? And I love Hispanic people, Latinas, and people. Like, I ain't got nothing against no race or countries and things like that. I don't really, I don't mind. I like meeting everybody and talking. Like, but every time I go to Boston, when I go into a shop and there's like a Mexican lady there or a Spanish lady there, that's the first thing she does. "Ah, no, 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 Sears card?" I'm like, "No, no, 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 Espanol." And they're like devastated. They're like, "You're not Spanish? What the fuck?" Okay, never mind. My bad. And I'm like, "Don't assume, sweetheart. I'm not Spanish, but I don't have nothing against it." I actually got my cousin. He's born in Mexico, and his dad's Portuguese, and his mom's Mexican, and he speaks fluent Spanish. And I asked him, "What do I tell the girls in Spanish?" When I talk shit to him, and he tells me certain things. So he makes me laugh. One time I was talking Spanish to this chick on Instagram, and he told me what to say, what to type. And the girl was like, "Oh my God, you speak Spanish." I'm like, "No, I'm just got my boy here translating right now." Hola, bonita. I know the bonita part. Muy bonito. See, they pronounce it different. They pronounce it different than in Portuguese. So it's a lot. It's. I would say it's a lot different, but it's somewhat similar, but not really. See how you guys say bonita? Me Portuguese is bonito. És muito bonito. Tu és muito bonito. Ou és muito perfeito. So it's different. Like Portuguese is a lot different. The words are pronounced different, but it's almost the same thing. A Spanish person will catch on to it. And then we have like all these words that I use. I use like the slang words, and then when I say it to someone, they start laughing because I say it different than how a person who knows Portuguese, like my pronunciation of it is a little off, but it's funny to them. So I'm like, "Yeah, you're making fun of my pronunciation, you motherfuckers." So they get a kick out of it. I like speaking Portuguese. It's I speak it every day. When I see my parents, I speak Portuguese to them. I don't speak English to my parents. And my parents love it. Like they rather speak Portuguese than English. So when I go over to their house, it's nothing but Portuguese I talk. I never say English stuff at all. Every time I call my parents, I speak Portuguese, and I speak the best out of everyone. To my like my brother and sisters don't speak like I do. Yeah, my parents love the fact that I speak fluent Portuguese to them. So I enjoy it. I love it. I love speaking Portuguese. It's the Portuguese I speak is not like the continent of Portugal. It's a lot different. They pronounce things different. My parents are from the island of San Miguel, Azores. So their Portuguese is different from the continent of Portugal. Like Lisbon, they speak way different. Like the pronunciation, the way they talk, how fast it is. So everybody's got their little like their slang. It's like Bermuda. The east side people speak a certain way. The west side people speak a certain way. You know. Yeah, well, we know all the bad things. Like my nephews know all the bad words. My nephews here, none of them speak fluent Portuguese. They don't really have to, like they're not really interested. My nephew here, he speaks Spanish pretty good. He's learning Spanish in school. But he knows Portuguese. He speaks it. He says certain things and he says it pretty good. Um, he's 14 and he speaks Portuguese pretty good. Yeah, we have 9 parishes, and everybody in every parish speaks a different slang, or they say a different thing. Everybody wants to be original in their own way. Oh, see, look, see, even Diamond snoring. That was a loud snore. Look at her, look. What's the matter, Snorri? You're snoring so loud that Ocean heard you. That sounded like, if I didn't put you on camera and show you, people would have thought maybe I farted just now. That's how loud you are, woman. Calm down. You snoring little pig. See that now she stopped because she knew I moved and I'm talking to her. You all right, baby? I'm getting offline now, okay? I've been on here too long. Yeah, when I was younger, I always picked up on the Portuguese. Yeah, she's been in her deep sleep a lot. I felt bad for her because every time she goes outside, she pants like crazy because it's so hot. So then when she comes inside, she pants for about half an hour and then she catches herself. And then she finally doesn't pant anymore because she worries me sometimes. But, it's just the way it is. It's the heat. She has the life now. She comes inside every day, all day. I was painting next door because they're all away. So I'm painting the inside of the house while they're away so they don't smell. Because my nephew has allergies to painting, and you don't want to sleep in a house when it's all painted anyway. So now that they're gone, I'm painting the inside of the house. So it stinks so bad of paint over there. And I have her bed in the other room so she can watch me paint, so she can be next to me the whole time. Because if not, she's going to be outside, and I don't want to have her outside. So I turn the AC on, I start to paint, and I'll take her outside, bring her back in, take her outside, bring her back in. Yeah, my nephews, they know some Portuguese words, so it makes me laugh when they say it. But they ask me things, and I teach them stuff. I teach them the good things of Portuguese. But I love speaking Portuguese. I speak it to my uncles, my aunts, my family, and my mom and dad. They love. And my uncle in Canada, he always says, "I can't believe how good you speak for somebody who wasn't born here." And I was like, well, I always wanted to talk Portuguese, so I know how to speak it very fluently and very well. But I wish I can learn like how to pronounce it better. But it's hard, though. It's hard to pronounce the words if you don't really, learn it in school, how to pronounce the vowels and things like that. I do my best. I do a good job of it, but certain things you have to learn how to say. You gotta and get a and the R's and the W's and things like that. So the pronunciation of it, yeah, yeah. I've done that a few times. You remember? I've gone on there to pronounce English words. Sometimes in these booklets of these oracle cards, they have words I've never heard of in my life. So I'll Google it, press the speaker thing, and hear the person say it. And I'm like, oh, that's how you say it. Okay, I got you now. It's the pronunciation of the words is what people mostly have problems with when they learn another language. If you can pronounce the words, 90%, then it's good, so that way you can keep learning and learning. You can pronounce the words properly. But like, I never really wanted to learn Spanish because I already know English and Portuguese. So if you learn Spanish as well, it's even harder because you're gonna, like, everything confuses everything. And see, like I tell people a lot, the English language, we say certain things. We say, for instance, I'm going to the grocery store and I'm going to buy a head of lettuce, right? So in Portuguese, that'll be totally different. It's totally backwards, like the way you say it is not the way it's written in a sentence in English. It's totally different how some people say it. Now you can say it in Portuguese the way I said it in English, and it'll make sense. But the person will be like, no, you got to put that word in front of that word. And I'm like, well, I don't want to, because I speak English and I'm going to speak it. I'm going to pronounce everything. I'm going to tell you in Portuguese what I'm going to tell you, what I'm trying to tell you in English. But then I'm like, yeah, but it's reversed. You got to put this word before that word. And I'm like, whatever, man. Just, you know what I mean? Okay, well, that's all that matters. Just go to the damn store and get the head of lettuce, yeah? But it's funny. Some things you have to say the right way, because if you don't, they're not going to get it, or they're going to make fun of you. So I'm like, yeah, well, speak English like I speak Portuguese then. Then they're like, yeah, whatever, Mark. Because the Portuguese guys I work around or work with, or even my parents, like, my parents know how to speak English, but they don't know how to speak English like I know how to speak Portuguese. And they say, oh, well, we didn't go to school. And I said, neither did I. You live and learn. I didn't use Rosetta Stone. And the Portuguese on Rosetta Stone is not even Portuguese from Portugal. It's from Brazil. And Brazilians talk way different than Portuguese. It's all different. Like, the Brazilians got that, they got that extra accent. So I know what they're saying, but you really, really have to listen. And they understand you and you understand them, but the pronunciation is what counts. And that's what, I lack in, is the correct pronunciation. But as far as speaking it fluently, that's not a problem. But whether or not I speak it, pronunciation wise perfect, that's not going to happen. So, but I've learned a lot this year, new Portuguese words. Like, the guy I work with, my cousin, he was teaching me, like, how to say certain names of the tools, like things like that. It was nice to, like, learn new, meanings of certain, like, sometimes I want to tell somebody I need something and I can't tell them because I don't know what the word is. So, I now that I know a lot more. I learned a lot more. Hey, Nina, how you doing? So it's nice to learn what things mean, Like, sometimes I want to know what this tool is called. So when I have a tool in my hand, I'm like, hey, what do you call this in Portuguese? And he'll be like, oh, this. And then when I say it, he'll laugh at me because I'm not saying it properly. I'm not pronouncing it. But the way they say it and then the way they pronounce it is two different ways, see? So I'm like, see, you don't say that. Say it again. Then they start laughing. I'm like, yeah, see, whatever. You know, you think you're saying it right, but you're not saying it right either until you actually sit down and say, you know. Yeah, I'm sure it can, but I don't really need the translation. I need like, I rather hear the person. I actually, Nina, I was on about I've been on here for 2.5 hours. And I came on Instagram first, and nobody came in there because nobody was probably getting a notification. But when I came on here, people came in here. So I'm like, whatever. I guess it's a YouTube night. But I need to get off of here because I've been on here for like 2.5 hours already. But I'm sure you can get like a program where it tells you everything and stuff like that, tells you how to pronounce the words properly. But I always worked around Portuguese people, so I like to learn. I always wanted to learn what they were saying. I never went to Portuguese school. I don't know how to write the words. That's where I'll need Google. But I can read it though. I can read Portuguese, no problem. And my friend taught me how to read and taught me stuff, but it's common sense, really. You can see a word and be like, oh, that's what that is. That's what that is. You know. Um, I'm the type of person I don't need to go to school. I'd rather let's learn hands on and just listen to people and just that's how you pick up. That's how you learn English too. I'm still learning. I think everybody still learns new English words. I mean, there's some words in these. Ever since I've had these Oracle cards and these like booklets that come with these spiritual cards, there's so many words in there that I've never seen, and I've seen, some words, and I'm like, okay, let me go listen to this word and how to say it, because this is weird. I've never seen this word in my life, you know. Oh, no problem, Nina. You too, sweetheart. Hope you feel better. Take care. But yeah, I mean, you can learn on your own. It's not a big deal. You just have to like work. If you work with people that can speak English and they speak Portuguese, in my case, I'm always going to be speaking Portuguese. So, I'm learning and they're also learning from me when I speak English. So the guy that I learned the most Portuguese from, he came to Bermuda and he started working with me at the construction company. And he didn't really know too much English. He knew a little bit, but not too much. And I knew a little bit of Portuguese and not too much. So we made a deal with each other. He goes, look, Mark, I need to learn how to speak English because, I'm going to be here probably for the rest of my life. And he did. So he's like, look, I want you to teach me things, because my daughter speaks English because she goes to school, but I don't know what the heck she's trying to tell me, or I wish I would know. I was like, don't worry, look, we'll make a deal. I'll teach you English and you teach me more Portuguese. And he goes, well, you know how to speak Portuguese more than I know how to speak English. I said, but that's besides the point. I want to learn more. I want to learn as much as I can because my parents don't really know like the tools and the work parts of Portuguese. They know what they know. They're old school, but you're like the new you're like 10 years older than me. So I can hear the thunder now again. So anyway, like that's how I learned. So I worked with him for like 6 years, I think. And we went away together. We became very good friends. We're still good friends today. And he taught me electrical. So I benefited off of him a lot, and he benefited off of me. I taught him like some things that I knew, and he taught me how to do electrical. I was like his apprentice because he's like 10 years older than me. So he was teaching me electrical, and I really got, I got like I got like a lot of knowledge from him, and I got excited when I started to like hook things up. So I was like, maybe I should take on this electrical shit, and and I learned from this guy because he really is good. He's actually one of the top 3 electricians here in Bermuda. He's actually on his own like me. So we used to work for somebody. Now both of us are on our own. So we became very good friends. We traveled together. Um, we were almost like family, you know. Um, I called him like 2 weeks ago to ask him how to hook up this thing, electrical thing for this electrical car, because we got electrical cars now. So, I had to hook up this receptacle and I've never done it before. It's straightforward. I know how to do it, but I asked him, what is his pointers? What does he think? And I talked to him in English. I didn't even have to talk to him in Portuguese no more. I talked to him in English and he knew English perfectly fine. He's been here for like 25 years now. So I met him when I was like 19, 20. So yeah, we had a deal, and he knows a lot of English, just like how I knew a lot of Portuguese, and he taught me how to be an electrician like him. And I taught him a lot of things here and there. We still, help each other as much as we can, and we're both doing good. We both have our own business. So, but it's nice to see him speak English a lot now. It's he learned a lot. Yeah, they make tons of money here too. And hey Val, how you doing? How you been? Um, I owe him a lot for helping me. He helped me out a lot, and I helped him out a lot too. We became very good friends and still are. And if I didn't learn electrical from him, I wouldn't I wouldn't be where I am now. I wouldn't have all these pretty hats behind me and all this nice stuff because I wouldn't be able to make money. Yes, I am, Val. I've been here for a while, but I'm gonna stay here probably for another half an hour or so. Uh, but yeah, it's electricians make good money only if you're good. People always say, "Oh, electricians make money, plumbers make money," but if you're a shitty electrician, you're not gonna make no money. If you fuck up jobs and you have a bad reputation, you're not gonna make money. You'll probably make money here and there where people don't really know you. But a saying that I've said a lot this year is, which I heard from this guy. He said, "Your reputation is built in years and lost in minutes." And I said, "You know what, mate? You're absolutely right. Your dad is right for telling you that. And go by that every day." Because I had this young plumber guy, and he was talking to me, and I was telling him, "Look, I'm almost twice your age, and the best advice I can give you is to do the job properly. Do your best. Don't do no half-ass shit. Treat rich people like a regular person. Like, all because these people got money doesn't mean that they're gonna give you work all the time and they're gonna pay you right away. But if you gain these rich clients' trust, then you'll go somewhere in life because you need rich clients. You need rich people to pay your bills and to pay you to do the work because they're the ones who have the money to pay you on time, to pay you, period, and to give you work. So if I was a rich person, I would want a trustworthy person around my home doing my stuff and not, tearing the ass out of a bill. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I've always been taught to never like judge, your clients because of what they have. A lot of people they'll pull up to a house and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, these people got money. Look at this, look at that. So yeah, we're gonna get money off of this job." But if you do a shitty job, rich people will criticize you. Be like, "Yeah, guess what? We went to this person and they did a shitty job." And those rich people know a lot of people, so you're gonna get your reputation that you built is getting lost because of that one person or that one time you did a shitty job. Because they're not gonna focus on the positive things too much. People focus more on the negative times that you fucked up. So my advice to people who are on their own, and if you're an electrician or a hairdresser, it doesn't matter what you're doing. The best thing to do is to do the job properly and 100% every time, and never think that just because somebody has a nice house and they got money or they're rich, that they love you and they're going to give you work all the time. Because the moment you do something wrong, they're going to find somebody else. Because negativity travels much faster than positivity. And a lot of my clients never recommended me to anybody because they wanted me all to themselves, because they had a shitload of work to do. And see, I do a little bit of everything. So I always was, always had work. And that's what I recommend a lot of people to do, is to, from my experience, the best thing to do is to do the job properly the first time, so you get repeat work. And I have clients, I've been on my own for 15 years, and I have clients that have been with me over 10 years. And why? Because I do the job properly. One thing I love about my clients, they pay me right away. By law, you have 30 days to pay. Right? That's the law. You have 30 days to pay. So I get paid within a week, probably less. Hey, Val, I got your donation here. Thank you, sweetheart. Appreciate it. You can go ahead and ask your question when you're ready. And here comes the thunder. Yeah, so I always recommend to business owners and people who are on their own like myself to always do your job properly, man. Because if you do it properly, you'll have lifelong clients. And the way the world's going, the rich people run the world, period. So if you have rich clients, you're going to have a lot of work. Oh boy, we got a lot of rain coming. Hallelujah. About time. Thank you, Jesus. Bring the rain. Please, we need it. Can I do a general? Sure. We're about to get a thunderstorm here, so yes. Yeah, here we don't get like the forest fires and burning and stuff, but we haven't had we've had the worst drought in the last 50 years. I'm 45, and I never remember it being this bad. And on the news today, they said we haven't had a drought like this in July in 50 years. Okay, Val, what I got here is, in general, I see a lot of worry and I see a lot of obstacles around you. And if you're getting into any arguments, if anybody, try not to. And I always preach to everybody, don't give people your energy. I know it's hard to, get aggravated by people and not say not something back. But my motto is silence is better than bullshit, because sometimes we just gotta be silent and just let people talk to the wall. Yes, and I can see that you're fighting that very much so. I know it's annoying, and I know that when you're a certain, when you deal with certain people, especially if they're younger than us, it's worse because it's like talking to the wall. I also feel like you've lost your security, and you're like you want to be secure, but you're not. You want to be complete, but you're not complete. You're not happy right now with certain things in certain ways. Yeah, don't do that, sweetheart. I mean, I know it's hard. Don't hate yourself for how you feel and react, because how you feel and react is really how you feel and react. Doesn't make sense being fake, right? So you gotta tell people how it is sometimes. And as we get older and being the age you're wise and you're experienced. So if it's a matter of you trying to tell somebody how to run their life or how to live their life, Sometimes it's best just to let them make the mistake. So then they can say, you know what, Val was right. Shit. Oh well. But this is like a short-lived thing. I feel like this is like a short spell that you're gonna go through, where it's you might argue today, but it might not be another argument for like a week or so. Or maybe this person that you're arguing with, or these people you're arguing with, maybe it's gonna go away for a little while, but then return. You're not gonna gain anything from this. That's why the best thing to do is not to live in the fear of hating yourself on how you feel and how you react, because the person that you're dealing with, they're not going to change, and whoever this person is, they have lack of everything. They have a lack of imagination, they have no willpower, they're insecure, and they're very weak in their thoughts and their mind and how they run their life. Ah, okay. Yes. And it's not going to change, because I don't see it changing, and I see that this is the energy around you, and this is bothering you a lot. You know, yeah. Trust me when I tell you, I know how you feel. I feel like I'm trapped in this house because I'm always taking care of it and always have to deal with it and everybody in it. Sometimes I wish I could run away and not come back here, but it's not always bad. We can always make a situation worse. I'll give you some advice, Val. Sometimes you're in the predicament you are because you're taking care of someone, right? And that's because you're a good-hearted person. You want to take care of your aunt, right? And older people are like that. My dad is a pain in the ass. He's 78, and he tries to tell me what to do. He still tries to tell me how to live my life. Um, you know, what I just told her, nurse, I may leave and not come back. Well, that's the thing. If you feel like you have to, then do it, because that your aunt's not going to change. And you see, 88. My dad's going 79 next month, and he's the biggest pain in the ass in my life. But it could be worse. He could be dying of a disease, and I'll be feeling bad because he's the way he is. But he's the most aggravating person in my life, and he deals with me because I'm the only one who would deal with him. Like, I'm the only one who knows how to do things. So this week his car gave him problems, so he knows I know how to fix it. So let's go aggravate Mark, and I'm gonna go. He knows that he can get it done, but he'd rather me do it because he knows I'm gonna do it, one, for free, and two, I'm gonna do it right away because you're my son, and you got to do what I fucking tell you. But I put him in his place many a times, and I tell him how worthless he is many times, because he needs to hear it. But he don't change. I can say whatever I want. He's gonna come back the next day and do the same dumb shit again. Right. So I feel your pain on that, and that's what I get in the cards here in general. That you're not gonna gain anything from this. You're gonna lose your temper. You're gonna self-destruct. And the person you're dealing with, like I said, your aunt, she's kind of got these little evilish ways, or she looks at you and says, I'm gonna get whatever I can from her because I'm older, and you better do what I fucking tell you, and that's it. So I feel that that's the situation here, and there's a lot of like fiery energy here, like where it's definitely boiling. You know, it's up to you, Val. But if you feel like you want to go and never come back, then that's up to you. That's the choice that you have to make, or that's what you're gonna have to deal with, or you just have to put her in her place. You know. If she's got the nurse dealing with her, then let the nurse deal with her. Sometimes they need that, but I know it's hard because they're your family. Yeah, see, that's where that's where you have to put, your foot down. Well, if you do decide to leave her and not come back, it'll be good for you because you don't have to deal with it, right? But it's going to be you're going to feel like it's a collapse of plans. You're going to feel like you have to face reality. You're going to have to face that reality of, I'm so overwhelmed, I don't know if I want to deal with this or not. And I also feel like your past is also, so if this, for example, if this auntie you have used to take care of you when you were young, maybe you feel obligated on taking care of her because she's older. So you're kind of like returning the favor. Now, if it isn't that, then it's just your way of saying, okay, yeah, I'm overwhelmed. Hey, JR, how are you, sweetheart? Mwah. So this is like you saying to yourself, I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. I don't know what I want to do. But my childhood, if this is an auntie that, baked you cookies or, okay, see, that's the thing. So if she took care of no one, then you don't owe her anything. You see? So that's my feelings towards that. I know that's kind of cold, but at the end of the day, if you don't, you have to ask yourself this, Val. You're tired? Yeah. I know the feeling. I've been on here almost 3 hours. But I've had a great time, don't get me wrong. It's nice catching up with all my friends. Yeah, exactly. And that's like my dad. He expects everything too. And I know he's never going to change, but I know he's not going to be around forever either. So I just deal with him. And sometimes I say to myself, you know what? When you pass away, I'm not going to miss your fucking ignorance. That's what I say to myself. And then another time I always say, please, Jesus, don't take that the wrong way. I don't want my dad to pass away because I love him. And I know, I'll probably miss him when he's gone because I miss his good part. But when he fucking irritates the shit out of me, like I say, you know what? I say to myself, when you go one day, I definitely won't miss your fucking irritating ass, But, that's just something that we say because we get so mad, Right. And the thing is, Val, also being that you're overwhelmed with it all, yeah, I know. Trust me. That's why when you're talking to me about this, I know exactly how you feel. Because we're the type of people where we want to take care of somebody. We feel bad, we want to help. But there's only so much we can do, And at the end of the day, this is all about, to me, you might be reflecting on the past where you might have said to yourself, I've taken care of people in the past, but never no one like this. Or, you're the nurturer, you're the person who wants to take care of her, but because you can and you tolerate her stupidity and her demands. But at the end of the day, it's up to you to put your foot down and say, hey, look, you're not fucking talking to me like this no more. If you want me to come here again, then you better like stop treating me this way or stop talking to me like this way. If not, I'm gonna go and I'm not coming back. And see how that works. All right, sweetheart. Take care. Bless you, sweetie. Kisses. Yeah, exactly. Like, I try to be patient with my dad too, but he aggravates the living shit out of me. My dad is one of the most aggravating people I've ever known in my entire life. He's aggravated me from the day I knew aggravation existed. I didn't speak to my dad for like 2 years when I was younger. When I was a DJ when I was younger, and I started at the age of 14 right up until 34. And my dad used to hold me prisoner in his house. He didn't want me to go play music. He didn't want me to go out nightclubs. He didn't want me to be around drug addicts and alcoholics and shit, which I understand. He was a great father. He's a protective father. But we all left that house, and as we left that house when we got older, when we all well, he had four of us, two boys, two girls, and every single one of us that left that house, we said we left the hellhole. We're going. We're out of here. You know, you're not gonna control me no more. Being a very controlling parent is a bad thing, because then you get, you know, it's one thing to be protective, but it's another thing to be controlling. You got to let your kids live and let them learn. You know, let them learn the lessons of life. You know, control is not going to make the person better, and it's not going to make them worse. Freedom is going to allow the person to learn what life is. So I rebelled many times, and I slept in the garage in the car many times because he wouldn't let me in the house because I was past my curfew. And I tried to tell him that at midnight, that's when the party starts. And I'm the DJ. So I can't tell everybody, well, I'm going to play from 10 to 12. And from 12 to 3, I'm going to go home because my daddy said I have to be home and I have a curfew at 12 at 19 years old. So fuck this, you know, I got to go. So another DJ has to come in from, you know, when I have to go to my curfew. Hell no. I would get home at like 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning from DJing. And I already knew that I'm going to go sleep in the garage. And when he gets up in the morning and goes to work at 7, I'll go in my bed. And that's what happened for many times until I finally got a good job and I got my own apartment and I left. I left at the age of 19 going 20. And I never looked back since. And when I was 30 years old, I went on my own, started my own business, and he was the first one to criticize me. He says, you're not going to make it. He says, you're making a big mistake going on your own. You're not going to make it because you need a steady paycheck. And I was like, okay, Dad, whatever you say. Now look who calls his son every time he has a problem. And guess who's been on his own for 15 years? And guess who don't need his dad now? And never did. But you know what? I still love my dad, but he was a dickhead to me plenty, you know. He was a dickhead to me and still is. You know, he still treats me like, you know, I don't know fucking nothing, you know. But he knows that, you know, I came a long way and I survived and I showed him. Yeah, I showed him who the real deal is. He knows. And he doesn't even know I do this. If he did, he'd probably laugh at me again. That's why I never tell him anything. Because he'd be like, oh, you do psychic stuff? You're an idiot. You know? Yeah, it's still my dad. You know, he put me through private school. Not that I wanted to go there. I wanted to go to public school like my rest of my neighbors and friends did. But he wanted to put me in, you know, he controlled us. He wanted to put us in the best school. Even though he couldn't afford it, he still wanted to put us in the right places. And I admire my dad for putting us in the right, you know, at a good school. You know, we were in a shitty neighborhood ghetto, you know, and, you know, he tried to better us, and we did. We all came out okay. You know, all four of us are living. We got a good job. You know, we're good. He actually worked at a quarry cutting stone. He had a really shitty job for 30 years. He did construction for 30 years. And at night, he would go clean offices with my mom to make more money. And then he would go be a bartender from like 9 to 12 at a Portuguese club here. So he had 3 jobs. And he worked day in and day out, day and night to provide for his family. So he's not a bad person. I'm not saying my dad is a bad person. He's a great person. He's a workaholic. You know, he's 78 now. He's retired, but he's a nuisance. You know, he thinks that I'm just like home, waiting for him. You know, and I have to jump when he says, "Hey, I need you." You know, and he gets gout a lot, so he can't like use his hands and he can't walk sometimes. So I gotta go and cut his grass, cut his hedges, you know, fix his car, fix this, fix that. take care of his house, do this, do that. Because he's too old now. He can't do anything. So guess who has to do everything? Me. And my other brother, he doesn't do anything because he's worthless. He doesn't, do anything. You have to pay him to do something. Yeah, they think everybody owes them. When people get older, they get more senile, more crazy. They get more ignorant, more stubborn. And my dad's always been like that. It's just now it's worse. I mean, I don't mind doing things for him, but he demands, shit. And if you don't do it, he's gonna make you feel like, yeah, you're a piece of shit for not helping him, Yeah. And see, because I know everything pretty much, about everything, I pretty much know everything about a house. I know a little bit about cars and you know, yeah, demanding. My dad is a very demanding person. And my mom, she can be the same way because they know that I'm single. I have no kids. I'm not married. So they think that because I'm not married, I'm single and I ain't got no kids, that I have no life. And I'm just sitting here at this table every day, just waiting for someone to aggravate me. So if that's the case, then why I have everything I have then? It just appeared on my doorstep, right? And my dad and my mom, they know what I'm about. They know that I'm good at what I do. So they think that, oh well, Mark's cool, he's well off now, he's all right, he's got everything he needs. He's got all the time in the world because he doesn't have babies to attend to and he doesn't have a wife to talk to. But guess what? If I did have a wife right now and I had a child, they would still call me because there is no one else for them to call. So it doesn't matter if I was married or had a kid or not. They're still going to call me. They're still going to say, hey, we need you to do this. Can you tell your wife to take care of the kid while you come here and do that? It'll be the same shit. Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing because you're a widow, right? So I feel your pain. So Val, I know, sweetheart, it's hard. It's definitely hard to get over that hump, because we're dealing with elderly people. And when I'm older, I hope someone tolerates me and someone takes care of me too, Right. See, and that's the thing. Some people need to, I can't do it because it's my dad. So for you, it's your aunt. So, right. So at the end of the day, Val, it's not your mom, it's not your dad, it's your aunt. If you hear that, that's not my stomach. That's thunder in the background. And I'm going to probably have to get off of here because my dog's probably going to go crazy. But anyway, I've been on here for like 3 hours. It's been really nice talking to you guys. But Val, my advice to you before I go is do what you feel is right. Even if you don't deal with her anymore, it's not going to make any difference. You have to tell yourself this, Val. If you die today, somebody else is going to have to deal with her. Right? So if you don't go back to her anymore, then that's her loss, not yours. And sometimes we need to do that. My grandmother was the same way. My grandmother was 94 when she died. And she came to my mom's house and my dad's house and drove them crazy. So we wanted to put her in a home. And then my uncle says, no, I don't want to put her in a home because we can't afford that. She could stay at my apartment. So she went to the apartment and she stayed there for a couple months before she got shingles. And then she died because her body couldn't handle the pressure and the body. Her body couldn't handle the shingles at 94 years old. So she was only without, she was only with us for like maybe a year, not even a year before she died. But she was living with my aunt that died. And then she got kicked out of there because of who she is. She's a pain in the fucking ass. And then she ruined my mom and dad's home when she went there because she was demanding. She was a bitch. She was such a bitch that I never even went to her funeral. My grandmother was not my favorite person. And I don't care if you're my grandmother or not, I'm not obligated to go to your funeral. And I'm not obligated to like you if you treat me like a little fucking child or you treat me like shit. So I don't give a fuck if you're my family or not. You treat me like shit, then I'm going to treat you like shit and you can go to hell. People my uncle and my dad and my family looked at me like I was fucked up because I didn't go to her funeral. I'm like, I ain't going to a person's funeral, or because you're related to me. What this woman did for me? Nothing. All she did was disrespect me every time she saw me. And look what she done to you guys. So you want me to go to a person's funeral that I don't like? For what? How am I paying my respects to her by how? Like, fuck you. I don't give a shit, So everybody got over it. My uncle doesn't really speak to me because of that, and I really don't care. He ain't no real uncle to me. What the fuck you done for me? You giving me work? You clean my ass when I was young? What you do for me? Yeah, exactly. But it's okay to tell her off. Let me tell you something. I told my grandmother when she lived at my mom's and my dad's, and I went there and I was fixing something. She was like, "Oh, do this, do that." I'm like, "Woman, don't tell me what to do. Just look at the TV and leave me alone." That's exactly what I said to her. I was like, "You ain't my mom. You're my grandmother, but you ain't nothing to me." Like, people got to realize that if people aren't your immediate family, then you're not really going to get the time of day that you should be getting. So in your case, she's your aunt. Now, if she's your aunt, then to hell with her. If she's aggravating you, she's pissing you off, then goodbye. Let her get dealt with by her own kids or her own family or someone close to her. Some people need to die miserable so they can understand that's their karma. So you're probably taking away her karma by catering to her. It was like my grandmother. My grandmother, she paved her karma before she left, because she was always disrespecting people and talking shit and being a bitch. So in the end, she ended up living in all these different places because nobody liked her. God rest her soul. She's my grandmother at the end of the day, but she wasn't a real grandmother to me. We all have siblings that are the same way. Many people don't speak to their brothers and sisters. Many people don't speak to their mom, their dads, their aunts, their uncles, their own child. Tons of people, because people are people. There's going to be a point in your life where you're not going to talk to somebody no more. And at the end of the day, you got to tell yourself, that's your loss, not mine. Because it's not my loss, because I'm losing you as a person in my life that doesn't care about me and disrespects me. So bye. So I'm better off without you. Now, once you get the balls to do that, like I do, then you're better off. The people that are in my life now are the most significant people in my life. That's it. There's nobody else in my life, and I don't want nobody else in my life, because the people I have in my life now is good enough. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly happened with my grandma. We wanted to shove her in a home so she could see what life is like without us. But they was like, no, we ain't putting her there because we ain't paying for her. Exactly. But that's the thing, instead of you riling yourself up around her and getting all mad, just get away from her, and don't feel guilty about it. Because at the end of the day, you got to ask her, what the hell she done for me? And you see people try to take away people's karma by helping them. But see, they need that karma before they die, because that's how they're supposed to die, with the karma that they're supposed to get. I know it sounds cruel, but it's facts. And trust me, I know that that's true, because I see it every day happen. And my mom always says, you pay here in this life before you leave. And if you don't know what the hell is going to happen to you when you do die, or where you're going. And I totally believe that. And ever since my mom said that to me, I live and die by that saying, because only she would know. She's older than me. Yeah, exactly. But some people think it's cruel. Like, some people thought that I was cruel because I never went to my grandma's funeral. I didn't go to my other grandma's funeral when she died too, because she was in Portugal. What you want me to do? Get on a plane and spend thousands of dollars to go to a funeral to a person that I don't even see or talk to? Like, I barely knew my Portuguese grandma. Like, well, both of them are Portuguese, but I barely knew my foreign grandma. And then the one that lived here was worse, And my foreign grandma, when I was born, she says, oh my God, how could you call your son Mark? Mark is like a thing that you mark a wall with, or you put a mark in the ground. Like, how could you call your son Mark? That's a dumb name. That's what she said about me, my other grandma. That's why I was never really close with my grandmas. Because they're old school and they were disrespectful and they said stupid shit. Whatever you name your child, that's your business. And Mark is a name that's in the Bible, and it's a popular name. And yes, you can say Mark is a mark in the ground, but at least my name means something. What does your name mean, weirdo? So my mom had to put up with that shit too. And I had to put up with I never saw my grandfathers. They died before I was alive. One died 5 months when I was in my mom, and the one died when I was 9 months old. So I really didn't know them, And now I have no grandmas, no grandpas, and they don't even come to me in spirit. I don't even see them. I don't know them. And they probably know how I feel, so that's why they don't come to me. Because, what did they do for me? Nothing. But talk shit or do whatever. Even when I went to Portugal, my grandma really didn't, offer me anything. I visit her all the time, but she never gave me shit. So that's the thing. I always preach, if you're not getting 100%, then don't give 100%. You're only supposed to be helping the people that help you. It should be always 100% thing between you and people around you. So if you're not getting that, then it's time to go disconnect and bye. Life's going to go on no matter what. That's my whole thing. Anyway, Ocean, if you're here, good night, sweetheart. Thanks for sticking around with me and having fun. Val, it's always a pleasure to see you, sweetheart. You're gonna see more of me on here. I'm gonna come on here probably a lot more often, because I have my life back now. I'm not as busy, and I'm gonna take a chill because this month is too hot to work outside. So I'm gonna try my very best to come on here almost every night, if not every other night. But I definitely enjoyed my time on here. It was worth the 3 hours. I saw a lot of my friends that I normally don't see, a lot of new people too. So it was nice. I had a great, great time. But Val, hang in there, sweetheart. And thank you for the donation and the question. But that's my advice to you, sweetheart. You're not the only one that's dealing with bullshit. We all are. But if I were you, I would move on from Auntie and just let it be, All right, sweetheart. Thank you very much. Good night. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care.